Well, this is never a fun video to make. It's always hard. But sometimes you need to own up when you fuck up. And for that reason, I would like to take accountability for the following things. Calling no fewer than 30 different white people the N-word. Factoring out someone's social security number and then posting it as a multiplication problem in their replies. Posting a video of myself green screened into my op's childhood bedroom. Using Grok to turn my op into a perfect sphere. Telling people that I interviewed their manager at the dick-sucking factory and their manager said they were a volunteer. Using Grok to turn people into bionicles. Calling this guy Andre 6 Million. Saying Indian people die like hamsters. Always in a weird, insane way, like, it ate alcohol seltzer and exploded, or it got into the air fryer and got cooked. Getting stickers of someone's profile picture made and then paying someone to stick them on the handrail into their office building. Saying it was unknown whether or not somebody was a pedophile. Describing Rob Reiner's son as having gone beast mode. Spelling Uyghur, like the Uyghur genocide, as Wigger. Donating $10 to APAC every time a particular account replied to me under their full government name. Describing a news story about a daycare owner running a child fight club as beast mode. Describing members of the Shining Path boiling the children of political dissidents alive as beast mode. Threatening to insert a plumbing snake into somebody's penis and, quote, turn them into a Beyblade. Saying the disappearance of Malaysia Airlines flight MH370 was a prank. Saying that Columbine was a senior prank, threatening to unleash a flock of genetically engineered rape quins on somebody. They're penguins, but they'd rape you. Demanding people curse Vishnu if I thought they were Indian. 100% accuracy on that one. Saying Africanized honeybees had fast twitch muscle fiber. What else? Repeatedly posting the architectural floor plans of people's apartments or house with an Extron where I thought their desk chair was. Calling the recent Brazilian news about the Cessna crashing into a building as 0.911, saying Israel is run by the Jews, saying Washington Square Park sounded like the name of a black Korean guy, calling a guy Light Fagami, saying Rusty Cage went to Japan to throw firecrackers at strangers in Hiroshima, door dashing somebody lube and selecting their Ring doorbell option. Responding to a guy talking mad shit about me by gradually depixelating a screenshot of a full-face picture of them on their Baby for Diaper Lover Reddit account until they suddenly stopped talking mad shit about me. Asking Grok to make my ops undergo mitosis. Posting a current picture of a guy who was talking mad shit taken from his own laptop webcam. Describing the case of a Miss Switzerland finalist being strangled to death by her husband and then pureed in a blender as beast mode. Name dropping a guy's elementary school Neopets account name in an argument. And finally, learning that Solid J, aka at the_Hague_ICC, from the How to Conduct a PSYOP video, was actually the individual behind the accounts at Mark Harden 911 and at Simps Biden and at March 15th, 2007, and also was an avid hip-hop producer, and also was not actually a neuroscientist named Jay, but a 25-year-old named Jacob, who was pretending to be his stepfather, who in fact was a neuroscientist named Jay, on podcasts and on Twitter for clout. Like pretending to be his own stepdad, anonymously. And then instead of immediately calling him out for that, choosing to write, produce, perform, and record an original diss track about the topic, and then posting the diss track mid-argument and telling him that I had Grok generate a diss track based on his profile, and accidentally breaking his brain completely. I'll play the diss track now.
That built a legacy with decades in the
Anyways, that's all of the stuff that I am sorry about. I have another documentary coming out, a 90-minute, full-length, feature-length, whatever you want to call it, documentary called We Are Sick Fucks that I'm doing in collaboration with Coop, another great YouTuber, investigative journalist type fellow. It's going to be coming out exclusively on MDE.tv. Yes, you will have to pay money for it again. Too bad. But yeah, that's all the stuff I'm sorry about. And what else? Subscribe to Coop. I will link his channel in the description. And also listen to Gladiodrome, the official podcast of the Deep State. Opinions expressed herein are not our own. It's with Rusty Cage and the antagonist. I told you I was coming for all of you.